Hey guys, back again. It's Mia. Today we're actually going to talk about something that stemmed from last week's topic. It was such a good conversation that I had with my sister-in-law that I thought this would be really interesting. She was just saying how the support I'm getting is probably something that has shown me that it's okay to have people, it's okay to open up, and because of that it's showing me that I don't have to do everything by myself. It's showing me that having people around is okay and putting your walls down around them is okay. And I felt it, I just want to dissect that part of finding it hard to ask for help sometimes, and I definitely struggle with that. There can be some things in our heads that tell us like, oh, if you can't do it on your own, you're not strong enough. Or there's kind of a sense of shame that if you can't do it on your own, you're not that good enough. And I guess it's such an underlying thought for me that if I can't do it on my own, then there's no point. That asking for help only has to be when I'm on the lowest of the low, I'm breaking down, or I have nothing else to do. Like I can't find anything else to do. And I guess this whole time I thought that since I'm the one feeling this, I'm the one experiencing it, that I have to go through it alone. And if I ask for help, that it might be a burden, and that may be another reason why I hesitate to ask for help, because the feeling that you're a burden is not a good feeling. I hate to come up to one of my friends or anyone and just be like, I need this, and I feel like I'm making them listen to me or do things for me. And that's just something I've always been uncomfortable with. I hate the feeling of being such a damsel in distress, and I feel like that's been engraved in my mind, and that may have been a reason as to why I struggle asking for help. But what I'm learning is you're not a damsel in distress just because you ask for help. I feel like through all this, I've learned that asking for help is actually the strong thing to do. Overcoming your own ego, reaching out a hand, admitting that you need help is much braver than trying to do things on your own, bottling it all in, and expecting the same results or greater. Why am I suffering doing things on my own as if I have to do it all on my own, Like, to prove what to who? What am I trying to prove? If I get to the goal that I intend to, whether I do it alone or with people, like, if I get there, then, through that, I learned that asking for help, getting the help I need, finding the support is what's actually healing. Instead of shutting down, isolating myself, putting my walls up, that I'm regressing doing that. That I've never actually healed by doing that. I don't have to shut everyone out just because I feel like they don't understand me. And with that, I guess I'm just so used to taking everything in. I don't know if it comes with being the firstborn, that I just have to do everything alone by myself and just kind of provide. But I'm learning that I too can ask for help, and that's normal. You're not any less, you're not weak, and you're not a burden. And that's it. And I feel like as a friend, I hope I've made my friends feel that I'm always willing to help, I'm always willing to support, and I love. And I never thought that people would also do the same, I guess. I just would rather give, and I don't want to burden anyone to request the same. But relationships are meant to be reciprocated, and that's only fair. Being able to receive that back is also a part of healing, is part of growing, and it's a part of being more successful in whatever you do. Being surrounded by the right people is what I see as success. You don't always have to struggle alone. You should have people you can count on. You should have people you can lean on. And you should have people you can reach out to, because there are people who would gladly take your hand and help you when in times of need. So don't ever hesitate. Don't ever just wait until you're like completely broken to reach out, because people are ready to love. People are ready to support, and people are so willing, and you just have to trust in that. I have such high walls that I build around me that it's been hard for me to trust people, but I'm learning that as I put them down, that I can trust and give my heart to people. I mean, I've been burned a few times here and there, and that's why my walls are probably so high up. But there are times when the amount of love you're receiving just defeats that. And it's like that trauma gets smaller and smaller each day. Your walls get lower and lower. I do still find myself struggling finding that boundary of when to put my walls down and ask for help and when to isolate myself. It's still a work in progress. I'm not saying that I'm fully recovered from it or I fully learned and understood this concept, because I haven't. I'm still learning. And I guess that's why I chose making videos and creating and sharing it to social media about the things that I'm feeling, the things that I'm thinking, because it felt like less of a burden to go up to someone and be like, hey, these are my thoughts and these are my feelings. Give me some feedback. It's like, I guess this had helped me put it out there and leave it up to whoever who wants to listen, who wants to give me feedback, and who wants to support. I may have lost touch with the feeling of support around me and love around me because of work, with all the morbidity that I'm surrounded by. So I'm glad that this brings me back to what really matters. I am learning so much from doing this and from you guys, and just it's a two-way street, and I keep learning and growing, and I hope so are you. So thank you, I love you guys. Thank you for everything. I guess the only way I'm gonna end these now is just hey, you're so loud. Look at this baby girl. She wants to be a star. Star. Do you want to be a star? Huh? You want to be a star?